Welcome everyone to Cent Sports. I'm here today with Mr. Brenden, aka Onion Bomb. Also with me today is Isaiah,
Yo,
Mr. Zaza, Mr. Bossman Spencer himself.
nice.
But we do not have Steven today. Sadly, he can't join us tonight, but we'll be back another night. Hey, stay tuned though. You will see Steven this year, I promise. But we're back again with another
Yo,
season
this dude is an
predictions.
asshole.
We're back again with season predictions for the 2023 season. This week, this video, we got the Tennessee Titans in the AFC South, the best division in the NFL. You all know that. But yeah, let's get into the video. All right. These Tennessee Titans, what should I say about these guys? If I can describe them using a couple simple words, they'd be the TTTs. Tennessee Titans of trash. Um,
Of trash.
I see nothing going with them. If you want to compare the Titans and the Colts to each other, they'd be ugly twins, you can say.
Damn.
Which I want no smoke from. Not because they're scary, just because the rosters are butt ugly. Uh,
That's crazy.
Straight facts though. Quarterback, I don't know what they're doing there. They can throw any three of the quarterbacks and you still get the same record.
Oh, well, Levis hasn't played.
Um,
Maybe he's like that.
they got D Hop. Congrats, they got D Hop.
They did get DeAndre Hopkins. Let me give that a gunshot. There it is. DeAndre Hopkins, the newest Tennessee Titan.
Yep, yep. I
Shout out.
can't wait to see balls being underthrown and overthrown to him this
Whoa,
year once
come
again.
on, come on.
But that's fine. He'll catch him one way or another. But other than that,
They got Derrick
decent
Henry.
def. They got Derrick Henry. Both Colts and Titans have the best running backs in the league. A couple of them. Um, decent defenses, but nothing to go home and cry
Running back
about.
in 2023.
Crazy paychecks.
That's crazy. That's tough. Uh,
Facts. But yeah, as you can tell, I'm not a big fan of the Titans. Never been, will never be. Um, they will always be a yard too short for me. That's a Super Bowl joke.
That's
If you guys are too
crazy.
young for that.
oh, I do. Yeah, I know you're
Um,
talking. Yeah, that's
yeah.
tough.
But yeah, let's get right into the predictions. So week one, I have them losing to the Saints. Week two, coming home and losing to the Chargers. Then come back, lose to the Browns, lose to the Bengals. Hey, they go win over the Colts. Congrats. Then come back home, home, aka London or England, wherever the game is at, and lose to the Ravens. And head to the bye. After the bye, they feel good about themselves. We had a nice win over the Falcons. Go to Pittsburgh and lose the Steelers. Hey, then go to Tampa Bay, enjoy that weather, and beat the Bucks. Because who do they have at quarterback this year? No one good.
Baker Mayfield.
Woo!
We do not care.
Poor Baker.
Hey, week 11, then go to Jacksonville, another Florida team, lose. They're gonna come home, lose to the Panthers, stay home, beat the Colts again for a sweep, head down to Miami, for another Florida game, lose to the Dolphins, head back home, beat the Texans, lose to the Seahawks, lose to the Texans, and beat the Jaguars for week 18 at home for a record of 6-11 and placing second in the division. Congrats.
Eh, I mean, second place isn't the worst. You know, they're trying. But it is the AFC South.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. And once again, would you say 6-11?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that could happen. Like once again, the AFC South, they're definitely responsible for some of the worst football to ever be played. But also at the same time, sometimes the Titans are just like sneaky regular season good for some reason. For no business being this good. Didn't they get the number one seed a few years back? In the COVID year in 2020, they got
Yeah,
the number one seed. That's crazy.
something like that. Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see. For my Tennessee Titans, I have them starting out not the hottest. I have them losing to the Saints, losing to the Chargers, losing to the Browns, and losing to the Bengals. Now, if I paid attention, if I gave, if I really cared, I probably could figure out who's starting at quarterback for at least the beginning for Tennessee. I assume it's going to be Ryan. Maybe, Will or Malik can win it, but I just don't know. So it is what it is. But then, starting out 0-4, they get 2 wins against the Colts and the Ravens. Big wins there. But then they lose to the Falcons. Then they lose to the Steelers. Then they beat the Bucks. Then they beat the Jaguars. Then they beat the Panthers. Then they beat the Colts. Then they beat the Dolphins. But then they finish the season on a 4-game losing streak, losing to the Texans, losing to the Seahawks, losing to the Texans again, and losing to the Jaguars to give them a record of 7-10. Definitely a weird way to get there, but in the AFC South, it's like Pandora's box. You gotta really be ready for anything. Like 5-game win streak, then 4-game losing streak. And anything's possible in the NFL. And we'll see. We'll see how they do. But 7-10, I think that's kind of fair, in a way.
Okay.
All right. So for my Tennessee Titans record, I have them losing to the Saints, losing to the Chargers, but winning against the Browns in week 3, but then losing to the Bengals, losing to the Colts, but beating the Ravens in London. After the bye week, they lose to the Falcons, lose to the Steelers, but then they beat the Buccaneers, but then lose to the Jaguars, beat the Panthers, beat the Colts, lose to the Dolphins, completing the Florida gauntlet because they play all 3 Florida teams: Bucks, Jags, and Dolphins. And then they beat the Texans, but then they lose to the Seahawks, lose to the Texans, and lose to the Jaguars again, getting swept by them. I have the Tennessee Titans finishing 6-11 as well, 3rd place in the AFC South. Kind of a weird team. I this big question mark at quarterback. Is Levis gonna be the guy? Is what's his name? Malik
Ryan?
Malik gonna be? I've heard apparently he's
Year
looking
2,
better
Malik.
in practice and whatnot. I don't know about Will Levis. People were calling him a bust months before the draft, so I don't know. Not too many people are too high on him. We'll see. Ryan Tannehill is definitely just gonna regress more. Mike Vrabel, though, pretty good head coach. He seems to get the defense together. So I don't know. Maybe they'll do better than this. But yeah, I have them at 6-11. Not the highest on the Titans, especially with the offensive heavy league we're going in. I know Derrick Henry's still a lead, and they did get D-Hop, but the quarterback ties it all together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Steven has them.
17.
He has them beating the Saints, beating the Chargers, beating the Browns, the best start so far of all of us, but then losing to the Bengals, losing to the Colts, beating the Ravens, after the bye week, beating the Falcons, but then losing to the Steelers, losing to the Buccaneers, losing to the Jaguars, but then beating the Panthers, beating the Colts. I think that's sweeping the. No, sorry, that's not sweep. Then losing to the Dolphins, beating the Texans, beating the Seahawks, losing to the Texans, and then beating the Jags that final week. Steven has the Titans finishing 10-7 and first place in the AFC South.
Ooh.
So
He
he's
said they're gonna beat the Chargers but lose to Tampa Bay. But yeah,
I mean, it's the NFL. Things happen.
week 2 and week 10. Did I hear that
yeah,
right?
yeah, they're gonna lose to the Bucks and beat the Chargers.
The Steelers do that every week.
it could happen. It could happen.
The Chargers aren't even all that. Look at the random Chargers slander in the Titans video. Shout out to the Titans, man. I don't know what else to say. Once again, the AFC South, you're gonna see all these videos. I'm sorry, guys. It's not just us. Not really many people like you, but hopefully, you know, if you're a Titans fan, hopefully you guys do well. But yeah, I think that is gonna do it. We have, by the way, our over under was 7 wins for the Titans, which is the same as as Vegas. So 7 wins. Everyone's Steven kind of helped that low key.
Yeah, Steven boosted that.
But yeah, we'll see, we'll see what's happening.
Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for our Tennessee Titans
Hell yeah.
predictions. What do you guys think? We were kind of, this figure similar. Steve was kind of higher on them. Are you lower on the Titans? Are you higher on the Titans? Are we sleeping on a Mike Vrabel led team, or are we giving them too much credit? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure you check out our other team videos because we're doing a video for every team. For now, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe or don't subscribe. You know it's always up to you, and we'll see you guys in the next video you watch of us. Goodbye.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that